What's up? It's Ben from WODprep, and these are crazy times. Since the last time that I shot a video, I've built a complete WODprep video studio filled with tons of equipment. Yet here we are in the midst of a pandemic, and most of you watching probably don't have access to your gym. If you're practicing social distancing, I applaud you. I am doing it myself. I'm the only one working here, and I just happen to have a pretty sweet garage gym set up. But this video today is all about helping you work out at home with minimal or no equipment. I'm gonna show you how you can use two common household items. A backpack, or in this case, it's like a backpack slash travel bag. And some water. This could be a gallon of water, that's 2.5 gallons of water. It could be really anything heavy. All you're going to do is combine these two pieces of equipment, and I'm gonna show you how you can do a complete full body workout. But before we get ahead of ourselves, before I get into demonstrating all the different movements that I can come up with this combination, off the top of my head, by the way, I am not reading from a script. We're doing this live. But before we get into that, I wanna let you know that we are giving away a bunch of free at-home workouts. So if you have no equipment or maybe very minimal equipment, click the link in the description below, or I'll pin it in the top comment for you, and you can download a bunch of free at-home workouts. They are really, really good workouts. I know there's workouts everywhere right now, but if you're looking for little to no equipment, body weight workouts that you can do at your house and still scratch your CrossFit itch, then click below and you can get access to it. So let's dig into it. How can I do a workout with this and this? Step number one, whenever you're filling a backpack or gonna use a backpack, is to make sure that you take out your valuables. I have a few bars of gold in here. I'm rich. So after you've taken out the bars of gold from your backpack or suitcase or whatever you're gonna use, all you're going to do is take the heavy thing and put it inside of the backpack. In this instance, this 2.5 gallons of water, I looked it up, it's about 16 pounds-ish, 8 kilos-ish. So all I'm going to do is put that firmly, securely inside of the backpack, and now I am ready to get to work. So since we're doing this live, let's get this big honking desk out of the way and show you how you can do a full CrossFit workout with nothing but a backpack and some weights. Once you have your bag filled with something heavy, there is a ton of stuff that we can do with it. Since this is a very delicate 2.5 gallon container of water, I will not be slamming my backpack on the ground like most of you want to, because I know we're missing the barbells, we're missing dropping weights from overhead, but don't do that with gallons of water. Instead, what I'm gonna do here, this can be used as a backpack. I'm just gonna put it on. I can put it on my back, and I can very easily do some weighted air squats. Obviously, the heavier I make my backpack, these can actually get really challenging. I've loaded this bag up with 50, 60 pounds, and if you do weighted air squats, I can tell you right now, it's gonna make you tired. If you want a slight twist to that, just take your bag and rotate it to the front. Now I'm holding my bag on the front of my body, and I can do front squats. Very simple. Want to make it even harder? Just grab your bag, press it overhead, and then you can do overhead squats. So just like we can do one-armed overhead squats with a kettlebell or with a dumbbell, you can do it with a bag as well. If your bag's wide enough, you could, in theory, do a normal overhead squat. So both arms overhead. Here I am doing overhead squats, and I can assure you that is much harder than the air squats I was doing. So those are just a few really, really simple squat variations. Obviously, imagine every single kind of weighted movement. You can do lunges, you can do front rack lunges, you can do back lunges. I could do overhead lunges if I wanted to. I could do one-armed lunges overhead. It's incredible how many different movements you can get done with nothing but a backpack and a little bit of weight.
Sorry to interrupt this message, but I have a special announcement from my dog. Murphy would like to tell you that you need to hit the subscribe button down there. Thank you.
Another thing that you can really easily do is do ground to overhead. Again, I wouldn't suggest throwing it down on the ground, but if I have this backpack, I can simply take it from the ground, just like I would a bumper plate. You know, if you've ever done plate ground to overhead, it's really simple, guys. All you need to do is grab the bag using the handles here, overhead. So I can do a lot of movements. And again, this is 16-ish pounds. If I put another one in there, it's actually starting to get pretty heavy. I could probably fit 3 of these 2.5 gallon containers inside of this bag, or I can use big rocks. I can use small children. I could use cats, things like that. Just fill it with some heavy stuff, and then you can move it around, and you're going to be able to mimic a lot of the movements that you can get done in a traditional CrossFit gym. What I want to make sure is that we're not using lack of equipment as an excuse. You can always be doing workouts. You can always be improving your fitness, even if you just have your body weight. But I know a lot of us want more than our body weight, which is why I'm highly suggesting using a backpack with some sort of weights in them. So just for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through every single variation of movements that we can do with a backpack and some weight. But what I'd like to know is, what do you want to try with a backpack and some weight? It could have been one of the movements that I've already demonstrated, or it could be one that you make up on your own. Leave a comment below. Let me know, let the rest of the WODprep audience know what you are doing to stay fit at home during this pandemic. Remember, we want to practice social distancing, especially if our governments are begging us to do it. Please stay home, and you can still get fit from the comfort of your home. I showed you what you can do with a backpack and a little bit of weight, but my goodness, the movements are endless. So I'm going to demonstrate a few more movements. You can watch, you can take some notes, and I'm sure you can add some variations to these movements and make sure that you get a great workout at home. Yes, shoulder pump. So I hope that you like this video. If you're someone who wants to get more fit during this pandemic, make sure you scroll below, look in the comments or look in the description. We have a PDF filled with at-home workouts that you can do by yourself, or we actually have another one that allow you to do partner workouts with someone that you might be quarantined with. Please remember to stay home, remember to practice social distancing. WODprep is here to support you every step of the way, and we're going to make sure that you don't lose your fitness even though you might not be able to go to your gym. So remember, don't use the fact that you can't get to the gym as an excuse not to work out. Stay fit, stay classy, and I'll see you in the next video. Lateral raise.